Chapter 7. The Earths. Betwixt the bright peace and happiness of the place where everyone has to go, and the chaotic worlds of darkness known as the lower worlds, sit the Earths. Earth is a place that will not be unfamiliar to the reader, but I will nevertheless expand on its role in the dreams of men. The Earths are worlds of immense size, consisting of a plane that, if seen from above, would stretch further than the eye could see, with the glistening firmament above. They are home to dreamers playing the roles of men, beasts, and non-moving beings. Circling each Earth is a sun and a moon created in purpose for the Earth over which they revolve. They are temporary worlds, each is a child of a powerful creator, and they are usually built upon the request of the people of the perfect world. As they are creations, they are also subject to destruction when their utility has been exhausted, be it at the end of an age or an eon. These worlds are constructed with various conditions, but that which underlies all of them is the enjoyment of the modes of activity and darkness. They are places to forget one's real nature as a dreamer and one's relationship to reality. Man begins his life on Earth in a forgetful state, and he does not remember where he came from and what reality is. This state of mind is the perfect setting to do what cannot be done in the higher realms, and to enjoy what the people of those places do not enjoy. On the Earths, men and women, thinking themselves to be the body, engage in active pursuits to further the welfare of that body, and those extensions of the body that serve them. That is their family, their servants, and their possessions. In this condition, one can also live a life of darkness, and live only for the satisfaction of the individual, squandering one's money in selfish pursuits, not even knowing that this is what he is doing. This state of affairs simply cannot be accommodated in the place where everyone has to go, and yet it cannot be denied that it is the focus of many people's desires. There must be places in which one can revel in this behavior, thus the mortal planes are built. Agreeably, this is not the lot of all who journey to the Earth, and the reasons for doing so are greater than what I have suggested. For just as the Earths are places to forget, they are also places to remember one's real identity, to become lucid, to return to reality, and to do good to the self through serving others. For there are many who venture to an earthly world in order to gain merit, looking upon a dwindling treasury. Doing so may become the only reasonable action for such a person. There are also those who, despite having no lack of wealth, are motivated to go to such places with a saviour's sentiment, and attempt to spread the truth of the self for its own sake, some with differing degrees of sincerity than others. Due to the harsher conditions of the Earths, the subsequent merit available is greater than in the perfect world or elsewhere. Earthly life is hard. This varies to a large degree, but it is agreed that life in these places is of a different ilk to that found above. Opportunities abound for the seeker after wealth to help others through service and through awakening those desirous of the peace and happiness of reality. In between the selfish and the selfless, there are other more idiosyncratic and curious reasons to journey to an earthly world. There are some who go to such places because they simply desire the company of those who do not think like them. That is to say, they are tired of being in the company of those that are so aligned with themselves in every sense. This is a particular problem for the endless. As they are so famous, they often attract the attention of the sycophantic and the agreeable. The higher realms are extremely vast, no doubt, but they settle into a pattern wherein those that think alike group together. In more instances, this is touted as a benefit of such places, but when it comes to differences of opinion, these are not the best conditions for them. Whereas on the Earths, the opposite is nearly the rule. That is, it is hard to find even two people that completely agree on anything, in relatively small areas. Difference in character and opinion is rife, hence the attraction for those seeking a change of scene. Finally, there are those who simply tire of the fine sensory experiences of the subtle realms and desire their gross counterparts instead. Journeying to an earthly world can give this to them, but such people are liable to be entangled in the temporary worlds and hence struggle to return to the higher realms.